Hello everyone, Okuri Cappuccino here. So today we will be covering about inheritance and everything. Yeah, thanks so much. That helped my intro a lot. Okay, we'll be covering an inheritance and everything about that. So I think this video will be helpful for every newbie who want to do an inheritance loop and want to know about how inheritance work overall. Okay, so let's get into it. First, what is inheritance? At the start of the run, you choose what horse to train, right? So after you choose one horse to train, you are in this screen, right? This screen will tell if you will choose two horses that's already been done to be your parents. Yep, this is when you choose a parent, you can see that they are just a little bit of stat increase that have pink and blue, right? So the blue is actually another parent and the pink is another parent as well. So every parent has a different stat gains. Why is that? Why do every horse just give random stat? I don't know why, right? So that's probably your question now. Yes, yeah. So we go to the next one. The next one is the trade, right? The trade is randomly given at the end of the run. You can see from the the white screen that happened at the end of the run. When you end the run, you're just coming up with this thread, this blue, pink, green, and white thread, right? So yeah, first I will mention this first. Every thread given is ing. So yeah, you need to lock them out. To get a good inheritance, you need to lock them out just a lot. Yeah, it's like winning a lottery. Getting good inheritance is like winning a lottery. Okay, so the first thing we will talk about is the blue trade, which is probably the most important one. So this blue trade will have the stats, the stat name saying, right? So it's one of the five stats you train, right? It's speed, it is speed, stamina, power, gas, or int that you train, right? It will be one of these five. But the stars, what does the star mean on this? The star on the stat mean that um you get this, right? And when this horse become a parent, they will transfer the stats in the blue trade and give them to the daughter. Okay, okay, but it's randomly selected from all the stat. The one star mean it give 5. As you can see, the plus 5 have got there. Okay, so what if we got 2 star? 2 star will be 12. Give 12 of that stat. Okay, and the 3 star give 21 of that stat. But to have a chance to roll a T star on this boot trade, you need to have 600 of that stats by the end of the run or B rank of that stat by the end of the run. Okay, yeah, that's conclude the boost stat, right? So the blue just give pure stat to your daughter. Yeah, that's easy to understand. So another one is the pink trade. What does pink trade do? Pink trade is randomly selected from first the less track, which is turf and dirt. Yep. Okay, they can be a turf, a dirt, race track. This is a race track random, or they can be the position, right? The chaser, the betweener, the leader, and the runner, right? They can help the position be a position trait as well. And the third one of what can they be is the distances, right? The short distances, the mile distances, the medium distances, and the long distances, right? Yep. So there are three types of what they can be on the pink inheritance, but they do the same thing. They increase the rank of the same trait, right? Let's say that you got a 3 star on turf, right? So things is when you choose them to be the parent, you can increase the turf preferability of those character, right? If you have A rank, right, it can, if you got a lot of turf parent, it will become an S rank turf when you choose them as a parent, right? Something like that. Okay, just just let you know that it can only be like 3 of these, as you can see in the slide. Okay, so after that we go to green trade, right? So green trade, why does some of them doesn't have, and why does a lot of the character have? Okay, so the character that can pass on the green trade is only 3-star. So only 3-star horses can pass on their ultimate, right? Yep. Okay, so that's all. Is the green trade is just it's the guarantee to be your unique skill. It can be anything else. So that's that. Okay, after that is the white thread. The white thread is very interesting because this one is for newbie they will not be focused at this, but for min maxings we will be focused at this a lot. So the white thread can either be the skill you have learned during the run. Yes, the skill, any skill that you have learned during the run. Okay, or they can be the G1 race you have races, or just specific races. They can be anything, right? Specific race that you have raced, like Tenno Show Spring. If you have raced it, there is a chance that it will roll into this white trade as well. One thing to keep a lookout for is this UIA scenario. As you can see, this UIA scenario white trade will give you a lot of stat if proc. Yeah, if it proc, right? So if you have a UIA scenario with a good blue trade, you are really set as a good parent. So just keep that in mind. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah. Okay. So moving on to the next one. Okay. So the next one is about inheritance event. Inheritance events is the event that is happen at, at the specific time at the second and third year. So yeah, but overall, they happen 3 times. First, at the start, at your start your run, you will receive the stats from your parent, right? Yeah, that's when the first inheritance event happen. Okay, so the next inheritance event will happen a year after that. It will be on April. It will happen every time at the exact same time, no matter what horse you run. It will happen at the exact same time with the exact same cutscene or whatever. But it will happen at the same time every time you run it. So it will happen at the April of every year. So there's 3 times that will happen at the start, April of second year and April of third year, right? So about inheritance event is there's a small chance you will trigger a goal inheritance event, right? So the goal event you will know it when you see it. If you got it, you will know it. You will know exactly what I'm saying. So the go event, it doesn't do anything much. It just has more chance to pass down a more wide trade and everything. So just remember that if you got a goal, yeah, you just got lucky and it will just give you extra something. Not much, but yeah, just to keep in mind. Okay, moving on. Okay, so how do you get a good inheritance, right? So as I said when I'm introduced you this inheritance, right? So the 1-star doesn't give you 5 stars, the 2-star give you 12, and 3-star give you 21, right? So why did my borrow horse get 63 of that stat? Why? I don't understand. This is because the stat you get is from the grandparents as well, right? So if you got a 3-star grandparent plus another 3-star grandparent and a 3-star parent, you will get a 9-star inheritance, which means that they equal to 63 stats, right? So how do you get that? So how can I be that? How can I be that guy who lent me my horse, right? So first you have to grind out your first 3-star inheritance, right? Yep, your first 3-star inheritance. Here we go. And then you also need to grind the second star inheritance, right? So this process will take a very long time because you're not gonna load a 3-star out of nowhere. Okay. So after you get the first and the second 3-star inheritance, right? You make a third horse using first and second as the parent, right? And you do this go on and go on and go on and go until you got the 3-star on the daughter as well. So if you got a 3-star on the parents, on both parents and on the daughter, you basically made a 9-star inheritance, right? Yeah. Keep in mind that if you want to make a plus 63, all three of the boost stat need to be at the same stat, right? Because one 3-star mean 21, right? So three of them give you 63. Yeah, that's quick math like that. Yeah, so yeah, this is how you get a 9-star horses, right? To get an OP stats. Okay, so about inheritance looping, I will be using these 4 character as a base because they are one of the easier character to get, and it's easy for newbie to make a loop with, right? So if you don't know who to loop with, use this 4. I think you will already have them already. I think yeah. Okay, so this is how you find the compatibility. You're using this calculator right here, which I will leave the link in the description. At first we find our target, right? So our target horse will be Diverse Scarlet, and yeah, we're gonna loop with there's a Glass Wonder as a parent. So we use Glass Wonder. We use Vodka here, right? Okay, so we use Glass Wonder and Vodka as parent, right? So we will need one of these grandparents to be Diverse Scarlet herself, which is we're gonna use this. As you can see, it go to 0 and this as well, but I will change this later. And maybe this is also need to be another counter pressure, right? Yeah, so we got this. Yeah, so we got this, but I use Gas Wonder. Use Gas Wonder, El Condo Pasa and Vodka and this here, and we use Vodka as a grandparent, and then we use Vodka as the next parent. Okay, so the next parent will be Vodka. Yeah, so we basically get a double circle using this, right? But how about other loops? If you want to do other loops, it's the same, right? As you can see, we can just switch El Conde Pasta here and switch Vodka to this instead, and it still give a double circle. So just make sure you have one slot for both daughter and grandparent. This is for inbreeding. It gives 0 point, but why do we use it? We use this 0 point because to reduce the horse we need to get the loop. Actually, we will need 6 horse for the loop, like because we just need to fill all the slot of the parent and grandparent. But we reduce this slot by using the same horse as the daughter, which will just give you 0 point, but it doesn't matter if it still get the double circle. It just reduce the process to just 4 horse loop instead of 6, right? And we use another grandparent to the same parent, right? Right. So they have the same parent to some extent. Yep. Use this grandparent and use this as a parent of a B, and we use the grandparent of a as another grandparent as well, right? So As long as you follow this concept, you should get a double circle if their compatibility score is enough. So please keep that in mind. Oh, I forgot to mention this, but the slot here, the parents, this first slot will say that the compatibility of the parent A and the parent B, right? So the parent also need to have a good compatibility to make a loop as well. So please also keep that in mind. Okay, so now we start a loop, right? We start with we using a grass wonder and an elk hunter plaza as the first thing we will do, and we will use them as a parent for Daiwa Scarlet, right? So this Daiwa Scarlet, after you do this until you get a three star inheritance on Daiwa Scarlet, right? You got this Daiwa Scarlet, and then you use this Daiwa Scarlet plus a grass wonder and vodka you use this Daiwa Scarlet and grass wonder to make a new vodka, right? Yeah, to add vodka into the loop, right? So because we will use 4 character, right? Yep. Okay, so we will do this until we got the looping this until we got a 3 star inheritance vodka that the on the stat you want, right? So the key is we will keep using the Daiwa Scarlet on the top here, as you can see, right? Okay, so after we done with the vodka, right, we use the same Daiwa Scarlet and the vodka we just did to make a new one using El Condor Plaza. So at this process, why we using El Condor Plaza here? Okay, as you can see from the loop, right, the grandparents, as you can see, we have 2 Daiwa Scarlet in the chart, right? We have Daiwa Scarlet in as a parent for El Condor and as a grandparent here, right? So we already got 2 Daiwa Scarlet. We can use another Daiwa Scarlet in here because there will be too much inbreeding. Because we only just at most we will have 2 of them in the tree here. Okay, so can we use vodka? No, because we can make a vodka with a vodka as a parent, right? And we can make Daiwa Scarlet with Daiwa Scarlet as a parent, right? So the other option left is El Conde Plaza and Grass Wonder, right? So you're looking at Grass Wonder in the chart. The Grass Wonder we already have 2 Grass Wonder in the loop, right? So we can't use her because there will be too much inbreeding, right? So that's why we shoot El Conde Plaza as the daughter this time. Okay. I hope you just understand this because we will go fast after this, right? So listen carefully. After we're done with this El Conde Plaza, is because we just got a 3 star inheritance or something. We use the same El Conde Plaza and the vodka we made to make a new Grass Wonder. Why? As you can see, again, we already have 2 Daiwa Scarlet in the grandparent, right? And the parent is El Conde and vodka, so we can use them. So the only option left is vodka and Grass Wonder, right? But the only one that have 1 character in the tree is Grass Wonder, so we use Grass Wonder as the daughter in this one, right? Okay, moving on. So after we done with that Grass Wonder, we got a 3 star on her, right? And this is the point, right? This is the point where Grass Wonder got a 3 star and her parent got both at 3 star as well. So she is a 9 star horse now. So we use the 9 star Grass Wonder here, and the 9 star we made earlier, which is El Condor Plaza, Daiwa Scarlet, and Vodka, to make the Daiwa Scarlet here. Alright. So as you can see, the process eventually just came back to Daiwa Scarlet, right? Because we only have Daiwa Scarlet 1 in the chart here, but altogether we already have 2 of them, right? So we use Daiwa Scarlet here. And after this process, you got a 9 star, a 2 set of 9 star inheritance horses, right? So you can keep looping this or maybe use this inheritance for the other horses, right? Yep. So you basically done if you're having all of these three star inheritance, and you can loop to get more of them to help you run your horse better. So I might be explain it to be is really short, but this will take a long time. It will take a long time for you to just grind out every three-star stat in this chart, right? The process isn't that hard, but the the time it takes to make them all is just ridiculous. Okay, yeah. So that's about it. That's how you do inheritance loop. Okay, guys. So that conclude our my guide today. Thanks for watching. Please remember to subscribe and comment for any feedback. Okay, yeah. Thanks for help on outro, Maya. Yeah, so please like, subscribe, and comment if you have any feedback or anything to comment. I might get something wrong in the video. If you can point it out, I'll be appreciated. And bye bye. Have a good horse training.